This tutorial is going to show you how you can use Facebook fan pages to boost your overall social media strategy. We're going to talk a bit about some of the applications Facebook has that can improve your fan page, as well as how to install web forms onto your page to capture emails from people so you can continue communicating with them in the future, and finally, some of the places you can go online so you can create graphics and images to include on all of your Facebook tabs that'll make it look prettier and encourage people to become fans or stay fans. So let's start out by showing you how you can add your Facebook fan page to your own website. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is click Edit Page below the header image, and if you scroll towards the bottom, you'll notice a header called Promote Your Page. Click on Promote with a Fan box. It's the third option, and this is really neat because it's going to give you your widget as it will appear on your website. There's two options here, such as Include Stream and Include Fans. If you deselect either one of those, it'll remove it from your widget. Now, I don't include the stream on mine because I don't want people to get distracted from the main goal of having them click Become a Fan. That's all I want people to do. It's a conversion form. Now, if you don't have many fans, let's say 2, 3, even 10, I would recommend that you don't include the number of fans on your widget. Until you get 25 or 50 is even better, I would just deselect this option. But let's say that you do have 50 fans, definitely include it because it's sort of a confidence factor for people who may be on the fence. Now once you're ready to install this widget, you can go to Blogger or Typepad if those are your blog platforms, but for people like me who use WordPress, just select Other. This is going to give you a little snippet of JavaScript which you can copy and then paste onto your own website. So let's take a look at socialmediacommando.com, which is my own website, and I'll give you an example of how the Facebook widget looks. I've installed it into the sidebar of all my pages so that people can simply click to become a fan wherever they are on my site, and this works well because I'm giving them two different ways to communicate with me. So now that we've installed that, let's take a look at how you can customize your own page to make it look a little bit prettier and keep people engaged. One of the things that I've installed is Static FBML. I'll show you what it's going to do for your Facebook page after we've installed it. So go search for Static FBML once you're logged in, and you'll find something called Static FBML, the fan page, but this isn't what we want, and I want you to be aware of this. We want the application. So let's go back again and type in Static FBML and hit enter. Now you want to go to the application, not the fan page. So click on the application. It's got over 8 million users, so it's very popular. And once you've come to this page, click Add to Page. It's really that simple. When you click on this, all of your fan pages will appear. None of mine do because I've already added it to all of them. Simply click Add to Page, and then it will add it. When you're done, click Close, and you're ready to rock and roll. So let's take a look at what a static FBML page looks like. This is Social Media Commando, and this is one of the free marketing kits I have. Now, typically people just click Add a Tab, but what I've done is customize it so I can include a web form. And you might be asking yourself, why is it so important to include a web form on your Facebook fan page? And the reason is you can capture people's emails by doing this. The reason it's important to capture emails is so you can continue the conversation with them. You can share information where you wouldn't necessarily have access to on your own page. Maybe it's a report, maybe it's something a little more in-depth that you can't easily fit into a little update message on Facebook. This gives you that opportunity to continue the conversation. And the way to do it is to go back to the wall and click Edit Page again. I told you we come back here. Now I have them all set up, but what I'm going to do is click Edit on one of the ones I have existing and click Add another FBML box, where if we go back here, excuse me for just a moment, you'll notice that I have one set right here. And when you click on your own, it's going to be blank. It's going to look just like this with the title FBML, and it's going to have a box. This is where your code is going to be placed. So let's take a look at one that I've already done. This is my email sign-up form. So if we click Edit, you'll notice that I've put a title onto the capture form, email sign-up, and that's what's going to appear in the tab's header. So think carefully about what you want to include. It could be email sign-up, you could say free goodies via email. Be creative, you never know what's going to work for you. What I've included is first an image that's in the header, followed by my form information. This is all just code. Now, one tip I want to give you is that when you use a service like Aweber, they're going to give you two options. One of them is going to be JavaScript. One of them is going to be HTML. Use the HTML. For some reason, when I use the JavaScript snippet, it doesn't appear on my tabs. So always use that HTML. Then when you're done, just go to the bottom. And there's a lot of code. Click Save Changes, and I'll show you what this email sign-up form looks like once you're done. We'll just head back to the main spot, and email sign-up is now here. Pow! That header image I added is now centered at the top, along with a message saying subscribe to my newsletter. All you need to do is enter your name and email and click submit, and you will get subscribed to my Social Media Commando newsletter, which I put out once a month. This is really a form of community building thanks to my Facebook fan page. But there's one more tip that I want to give you if you're using static FBML, and that is to make sure once you've seen everything looks good, go to application settings. This is very important, otherwise your information won't appear in that tab. Once you've added all the information, it looks good, go to application settings and make sure that the box is removed. The tab stays, but the box is removed. That's what's going to make sure that those tabs appear correctly. Okay, so far we've shown you how to both include the widget on your website and build these static FBML pages for your tabs. I want to encourage you to use them however you like. I use them primarily for capture forms, but if you are a little more handy with CSS and HTML, add whatever you like. You can really trick them out. Let's go next to the web forms that I was talking about. I use a service called Aweber, and I love it because it lets me customize the look and feel of every form I have. So this color here directly matches the color that's in the header of my website. It also happens to match the color of my logo on my fan page. If you don't have the money and you don't want to shell out something like $19 a month for a service such as Aweber, there are other services called MailChimp, which will allow you to sign up for free. The only drawback is you're limited to about 500 signups, and once you hit that limit, they won't let you gain any more for free. The next step is to add images like we talked about on your page. For a free marketing kit or an email sign up, I've got my header image. You can go to places like picnik.com. This is PICNIK.com. This is sort of like a free Photoshop editor. It doesn't have all of the functionality of Photoshop, but it lets you upload images and edit them in such a way that you could include the image I've included here using just something like Picnik. Another one, since I've mentioned Photoshop, is Photoshop.com. A lot of people don't know that they've got a scaled down basic version of Photoshop available for free. So that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to show you in this tutorial. What we've talked about is how to include your Facebook fan page widget on your blog or your website. Doesn't matter if you're using Blogger or TypePad or WordPress. We've also showed you how to add these really cool tabs onto your own Facebook fan page. And then finally, we've stressed that it's important to include a capture form, such as one provided by Aweber or the free option MailChimp, as well as a couple of different options like picnik.com and photoshop.com where you can create those images. So if you have any questions, feel free to become a fan of mine on Facebook or just hit me up via email, which you can get on my own website, socialmediacommando.com.